What's up, guys? Collector B here. Kind of gonna do a review on the new Mortal Kombat movie and Invincible, the TV show on Amazon Prime. So if you have not watched either there is spoilers. So yeah, don't watch the video if you haven't watched them. But let's start off with the bad. So Mortal Kombat. Okay, I was probably like a lot of you. I was super psyched for this movie. Saw the trailer, was like, wow, that looks great. The first 7 minutes came out. I didn't end up watching the first 7 minutes before the whole movie came out because I didn't want to spoil anything. And I'm glad I didn't. The first 7 minutes of the movie was probably the best of the movie. I mean, you started watching this and Scorpion and Sub-Zero started going at it, and you were like, wow, this looks really good. This is going to be probably a really good movie. Then after that, it kind of goes downhill. They introduce this character, Cole Young, which I feel bad for the guy because this guy wasn't a bad actor. I actually like the guy who was playing him, but terrible character. If they decide to make his figure, that thing is going to be sitting on the shelves forever because everything I've seen from people, they absolutely hate him. You guys may not agree, but I just thought he wasn't warranted. He comes in and he's related to Scorpion down the tree, and his character just kind of felt like it wasn't needed at all. He meets Jax, and they both have the Mortal Kombat tattoo on them, even though it's not a tattoo. His is a birthmark, whatever. Super kind of weird. Jackson fights Sub-Zero, and, that was actually pretty cool. Jax gets both of his arms ripped off, which, ow. It was kind of funny because he leaves Jax and he goes and talks to Sonya. After that, he goes and finds her, and you see Kano and you see Sonya, and they just forget about Jax. I mean, this dude just got his arms ripped off. Nobody knows. Sonya was worried about him for about a whole 5 seconds, and then they just totally forget about him and decide to go find Raiden's temple. Before that, obviously, Reptile came in. The design, I got mixed feelings. I kind of liked it. I kind of didn't. Kind of look like the lizard from Spider-Man. Honestly, kind of looked like how the lizard from Spider-Man should look. I was really disappointed he didn't go into his kind of, Sub-Zero Scorpion form, like ninja form. He just stayed Reptile, and then, Kano pulls his heart out. Kano, I have mixed feelings as well. I liked him. I didn't think the dude did a bad job. I felt like they tried to make him too funny for Mortal Kombat. Kano is Kano. If you've played any of the Mortal Kombat games or watched the 1999 film or the one after that, but it just wasn't. It was okay. He was here and there. It was pretty good. Then they meet Liu Kang, and Liu Kang, I felt like he was far too young for where he's kind of at in the story. He's already mastered his fireball. He's already mastered everything, and he just looked super young to me. You then see Kung Lao. Kung Lao, I actually really liked in this. My only complaint about Kung Lao is that he gets his soul taken like that. I mean, he does a nice fatality, and then he dies right after that. Kind of disappointing. You keep going farther in, and they discover that Cole and Sonya and all these people find their powers at the temple, and it changes them. Sonya gets some blasters on her arms, which was really stupid after she kills Kano and takes his tattoo. Jax's arms all of a sudden become huge mechanical things after little skeleton arms. And then Cole gets this armored gold suit that looks rubber and doesn't even have a helmet, has nice little like knives on his arms, but I didn't really understand that point. Pretty dumb to me. The fatalities were really cool. Like I said, Kung Lao, his fatality, that was awesome. Even Shang Tsung taking his soul, that was pretty cool. Raiden was just kind of there. He really didn't do much. He put a shield up, and that's about it. He was also super young. Now he's a god, so I guess maybe he stays young, maybe he doesn't. But compared to like the 1995 film where, he's old, gray hair, Gandalf looking. They even mentioned him as Gandalf in this movie. So I wanted something different there, I guess, and he didn't really do anything, like I said. Then, they decide to fight the bad guys, and Cole goes and fights Garo. Well, Garo comes out of nowhere and fights Cole. And, that fight was really cool. The fatality on Garo was awesome. But you're telling me this guy can just kill Garo like that? Like Garo? I don't know. It just, I know Johnny Cage kills Garo in the first one, but he threw him off a cliff. So this is just kind of, I don't know. The Cole character, again, like I said, just was not good. And then, he can't beat Melina, but Sonya comes in and blasts a hole through Melina with one blast. So he can beat Garo, but he can't beat Melina. Melina, I thought, looked good, but they didn't do enough with her. I expected to see a lot more from her. And then, Jax's fatality, smashing the dude's head, that was great. I almost forgot, Cabal was in it, which Cabal actually was really cool. I really did like Cabal. I thought they did a really good job with him. Him and Liu Kang's fights were pretty cool, and Liu Kang kind of finishes him off with his fire dragon there because of the quicksand, obviously, or whatever they want to call it. But, Cabal was actually one of the pluses on this movie. And I just, the ending, you get down to the end and it's Sub-Zero and Scorpion comes back. At one point I thought Cole was going to turn into Scorpion, and I was like, please do not do that. Thank goodness they did not do that. But, then Scorpion comes back and is fighting Sub-Zero and needs Cole's help to beat Sub-Zero. I don't know. You didn't get to see what you wanted to see from Scorpion. You got to see a little things here and there. He used his spear. He didn't teleport around. He was very underpowered when he was actually Scorpion. He actually looked better fighting at the first 7 minutes of the film, I thought. And then, like I said, him and Cole have to actually take out Sub-Zero. And then, the end, Shang Tsung comes in and is like, oh, even if all my guys die, death is another realm or whatever. So, maybe they're bringing them back later or whatever. But I don't know. The whole movie just kind of felt all over the place. The story wasn't very good. And then the very end, Cole is leaving for Hollywood and you see a Johnny Cage poster and you're like, oh, cool, Johnny Cage. That's great. Well, he should have been in this movie. So, I was pretty disappointed. I mean, I liked the fight scenes, I liked the fatalities, but, as far as the story and everything, it just wasn't very good. I feel like the 1995 film was a lot better. If you would have taken the effects and some of the characters from this one into the 1995 film, it would have been much better. One of the guys I talk to all the time, his name is Ron Martin, shout out to Ron Martin, said it felt like the first 7 minutes was filmed by some people and then the rest of the movie was filmed by different people. And I get it. I mean, the first 7 minutes was really good, got me super excited, and then I don't know what happened. I really don't. Again, the whole Cole character, get out of here. The pluses I'll take away. Kung Lao was awesome. Cabal was awesome. Kano, he was okay. Like I said, here and there. Fight scenes were good. Fatalities were good. But it just felt like to me that they really liked Sub-Zero a lot. And Sub-Zero was great, don't get me wrong. But felt like they were like, let's do all these awesome scenes with Sub-Zero and then just kind of sprinkle everybody else in. And that's not what I wanted to see. I love Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is one of my favorites. Again, his scenes were great. The actor was great. But it just felt out of the ordinary to me. I was very disappointed after looking forward to this movie. But, let me know what you think. I know there's going to be mixed feelings here and there. And I'm sure I probably have forgot a bunch of stuff I kind of wanted to talk about with this movie. And I'm sure there's a lot more people noticed. But that's kind of just my initial reactions with this. Just kind of really disappointed. Effects were good. Fatalities were good. But, if you're a real Mortal Kombat fan, you get to see those fatalities in the game all the time. They're nothing special. So, yeah, it's cool to see them on the screen, but you want something more there. So, was also really disappointed there was no Katana and obviously Johnny Cage. The whole them finding their powers thing. What is Johnny Cage gonna do in the next one? Is his power gonna be like ripping somebody's privates off? Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, just didn't make sense to me. Really disappointed about that stuff. And Shang Tsung didn't really do anything besides take Kung Lao's soul. So overall, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, I think the 1995 film was way better. Really liked the cast in that one too. But we'll go on to the good now. If you wanted something really good to watch, it's only on episode 7. I don't know off the top of my head how many episodes they're going to have for this season, but Invincible. Wow, Invincible. If you haven't read the comics, it's Robert Kirkman. He did The Walking Dead as well. Really good comic. The TV show is amazing. They change it up a lot from the comic, but it's so good. Episode 7 was amazing. You watch the first episode and they get right into it super quick, which is really good because when I started reading the comic Invincible, it does take a while to kind of get going, which once you understand the story, you kind of get. And like I said, it's a really great comic, but in the show, they just kind of go for it. And they do change a lot. I had to kind of go back and look at a lot of stuff to be like, oh, I don't remember that happening. That's because it didn't happen. They add some stuff in there. They take some stuff out. But it is fantastic. I can't say enough about Invincible. If you haven't watched it, definitely go watch it. Amazon Prime, 7 episodes right now. You'll love it. If you've never heard about Invincible, definitely go check out the graphic novel. Super good graphic novel. I was actually referred to it by somebody on a plane, like 3-4 years ago, maybe. Was reading comics on a plane. This guy just started talking to me and said, "Hey, have you ever heard of Invincible?" And I was like, "No, I've never heard of it." Explained it to me, grabbed it the next week, and loved it. Plowed through the whole comic, and then they started making the show, and I was super excited. It's really good. I will say it's definitely a knockoff of Justice League. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is exactly like Justice League, but that's kind of what it's supposed to be. It's kind of a mix of The Boys and Justice League. That's kind of what I kind of tell people. It's kind of hard to explain with really not giving away a ton. I don't want to give away a ton on Invincible because it's not done yet. But if you have not watched it, go watch it. Huge, huge. These 2 figures are from Skybound. Just awesome. They do have more coming out from Diamond Select. I think you can still order them on Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe not. But they have a 2-pack with, actually it's not a 2-pack, it's singles, but it's Omni-Man and Mark Grayson, Invincible. So definitely go check those out. And then obviously the the McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures. Those have been out for a while. But like I said, if you haven't seen Invincible, go watch it. Tell me what you think. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. If you have watched Mortal Kombat, let me know what you think. You liked it, you loved it, you hated it. I'm down to hear your thoughts as well. We all have different thoughts. Just wanted to share mine on that. But definitely Invincible was way better, has been better than the whole Mortal Kombat movie in a whole. But just kind of wanted to let you guys know my thoughts on the Mortal Kombat movie and Invincible, the TV show. So go watch them both. HBO Max for Mortal Kombat and Amazon Prime for Invincible. And in the comments, let me know what you think. Hit me up on Instagram, CollectorBA. Let me know what you think about Mortal Kombat or Invincible. I'd love to talk about it. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and thanks for watching. And as always, collectors never stop collecting.